like you want to act. You like part of you is like let it all burn, and that's where I'm at. And you're still like, oh, I got an audition.
So
and I'm fascinated by that.
Yeah. So what's funny, and like this morning, I woke up and I knew that I was going to talk to you, and I was just thinking, and like I am in it because, one, if I fucking love every ounce of it, the preparation. I love the no's. I love the letdowns. I use this all as fuel. I love sitting around on a 14-hour day where I get 6 minutes of fucking juice.
That's so true, dude.
Where I get to pour gas on the fire for 6 minutes. Wow. I love every ounce of it. And I said to myself, I was having like a moment. I kind of thought to myself, like, I'm actually convinced now that I'm going to win an Academy Award.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm like the right part.
Yeah.
And it might be in 30 years. It might be in 15.
Yeah.
It might be in 4.
Yeah.
But I'm going to. There's going to be that moment. And everyone thought I was crazy. And, you know, I probably was a little bit because what a tough, like the 10,000 hours thing just on basis alone is so true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's true for acting.
You know, it's true for the real arts.
Yeah.
You can't be a professional athlete by a fluke.
No way.
You can't be a real G on screen like a fluke.
Yeah.
You know, Keanu Reeves. People want to talk shit about Keanu Reeves, that he's not a good actor, or Keanu Reeves is a fucking great actor.
Legend. But the presence is incredible.
So,
yeah.
You know, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at now. And the balance of like, I don't think I think with me, because I've been so controversial for so long, that I've met enough people where everyone knows Sean's the best.
Yeah.
He's fucking, that's Sean.
Yeah.
You know, but he doesn't hurt people. He's really one of the good ones, you know? So I think I'm going to get passes.
Yes.
And also I think that we're on this upswing where all the misfits are about to become like the stars.
Yes.
The real ones are about to rise to the top.
Yes. What I
even in a traditional atmosphere like studios.
Really?
Yes. I feel this whole thing coming. I feel this fucking tsunami of like,
that would be awesome.
I mean, you sort of were in it. The last days of it, the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Where it was still, you know, okay to be a little bit of a rebel, but in a different way. Now the stakes are higher, it seems.
Yeah, you could be on a set with two people that were, one was a liberal and one was a conservative, and there wouldn't be a problem.
Right.
Now I think that would be illegal.
Yeah, it might be. I mean, that's definitely one thing I don't even, I was laughing at myself because I said, I'm noticing things now as I'm on more sets, and like I notice actors that have just drank a Celsius and they're all like fired up, and we're inching towards debate time as we're waiting. But it's like, I just kind of, at that moment, I'm like, I'm going to go.
Someone was going to debate you?
No, but you can, you know, actors.
Give me a.
They get their Celsius in them, and it just starts. It starts. Everyone starts throwing shit. We're getting ready for the scene, and I'm like, God, I'm gonna just, because I know.
Do they know your background?
Yeah, everyone knows, but you know, I just love it. I love the interactions and the friction and sort of the awkwardness of it all.
Dude, you know how funny that is, what you just said? That you said when an actor, he's basically saying when an actor's getting fucking starting to feel himself, oh, you had a Celsius. They don't understand. They really don't understand what you have in your cup.
That's what I love.
Wow. But everybody who knows you knows what's in your cup.
I think they do. Of course they do.
Oh, that's crazy.
But I'm just, now I embrace I want to feel those vibes more than react to them.
Yes. So let me ask you this: is Hollywood? You think is going to keep going?
I think that it's about to get.
You think it's going to go back to the 70s?
Yeah. I think,
Well, when I started getting on, it was the 90s. In the 90s, there was a version of the 70s, and then I went through all the 2000s, and then, after the 2010, I think things started changing.
I started following Coppola on Instagram.
He got his movie, yeah.
He's a great. Is that why they're? Oh, I see. They're getting the train going. Megalopolis.
$100 million he made.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, another one.
By the way,
I love that.
So it's interesting because I say Coppola. I've been watching Heart of Darkness so much. I've watched it like 3 or 4 times in the last couple of weeks.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
The documentary or
the documentary on the making of Apocalypse Now.
Amazing doc.
And no one would make that movie because it was about the Vietnam War, but the war was still happening.
Yeah.
Now think about that today, and think about Coppola was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna make the movie. UA's gonna give me some money. I'm gonna leverage all my house and everything that I own.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get the money." But a studio wasn't going to let him, and the U.S. government didn't allow him, didn't take part in it, so he had no access to any of the planes, the choppers. So he went to Vietnam or Singapore or wherever he went, and he hired them from that government.
Wow.
Today, right now, that can't happen.
No way.
But I think we're inching closer to that, and when it does happen, it's going to happen, and it's going to really fucking happen.
So you're saying the outspoken are going to win?
I think that money talks, and I think that woke is broke, and I think that is clearly written across every billboard in America at this point.
Yeah.
And I think that
from the Bud Lights and such.
Who's going to make the call from a studio standpoint to say, well, I'm going to ride that train? And really, Paramount has sort of done that with Taylor Sheridan.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly.
Yes,
that's very true. But my belief is this, though. Hollywood is going to change in the sense of that, the rumor that Apple could be buying Disney.
Well, they got the market cap, right?
2.7 to 1.5 billion, to 158 billion to 2.7 trillion.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
As much as Disney is huge, it's a wart on Apple's dick.
Yeah.
Then if you go to Amazon, which is about 1.5 trillion, he could bundle Warner Brothers and Paramount together.
So I like that.
And then you get to Netflix, and you got Comcast. You got 4 players. That's my opinion.
So I like that, and I'll tell you why. Because what I think they realize, and I'll use the UFC as a perfect example, the most anti-woke, I mean, they are everything that Disney is not. And the reason that Disney is actually even worth anything right now is because they own ESPN, which owns the UFC.
I think the UFC got bought by WME.
Yes, what I'm saying is they don't own them physically, but that's their TV contract.
Yeah.
The reason that UFC is blowing up as much as it is partly because of ESPN. ESPN owns something that is so anti-woke. Like I'm a big UFC guy. I know what Sean Strickland is one of their main fighters. You watch a Sean Strickland media day, I'll send you a clip. This guy is the most outrageous individual in professional sports right now. He says the craziest things. He's insane. He's from Las Vegas. He's tough, and he says wild things. The UFC is a circus of anti-wokeness.
Yeah, it is.
It is the greatest entertainment product in professional sports right now, in my opinion. Because not only are they unbelievable athletes and killers, they are fucking showmen, and they are getting rewarded for the wilder and the more outrageous stances they take on any sort of topic.
Yeah.
And we, the people, we want to see gladiators that aren't afraid to speak their mind.
And you by its success, you would agree that it's being consumed because people want it.
Yes.
So what mommy and daddy are putting in front of us, like The View and MSNBC, We don't want that.
And I think it's been proven that no one really wants it. No one's really watching it, right?
No, but they somehow still make you think that they are.
They're hanging on.
Yeah.
And I think that the moment that certainly a guy like Bezos, there's certain guys that don't have to answer questions because they just have so much power.
Yeah.
So Bezos is buying these sports things, Major League Baseball. They're all doubling down. I'm not saying buying. When I say buy, I mean they're giving them the TV contract, which means they own the league.
Oh, yeah, he's got the Thursday night.
Right.
I actually think he wanted to buy a football team.
He
I thought he bought the old Redskins, which are now the Commanders, but maybe he didn't.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I think he might have.
But yeah.
But the TV money is what
everything.
That's everything.
It's the lifeblood.
That's what keeps the salary cap high. That's
Yes.
what keeps, the players paid. It's everything. Sports is a wild atmosphere right now where you have some guys like the Kyries and I'll say Sean Strickland or there's other examples, Aaron Rodgers, that are doing things that are going against what everyone else is allowed to do, and they're not getting disciplined because they have fucking value, because they can throw a dime into the end zone, because they can do something that nobody else does.
Yes. Well, they are getting disciplined, though. Kyrie caught a lot of flack, and I think he's a fucking freedom fighter. Aaron Rodgers caught a lot of flack. He's a freedom fighter. And Sean Strickland, who I heard, I don't know, I don't follow UFC that much, but this was a perfect segue into the story I want you to tell. Okay.
And then I think that's good for today.
I mean, I didn't even get to any of my questions. This fucking guy comes in. By the way,